I used to live next to Alex Kidd, you know. One day he knocked on my door and asked if I could find the miracle ball, and it turns out he just kicked it onto the roof of my shed. It was easy enough to get down and he was very thankful. Lovely guy. Alex Kidd in Shinobi World is the final Alex Kidd title before the franchise went on a 31-year hiatus that was broke in 2021 with the release of Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX. It's also a strange entry in the series in that it's a return to the Master System, even though the game released prior to this was a Mega Drive title. I suppose Alex Kidd will always be recognisable as a Master System series, but despite this, it's never been a franchise with a particularly consistent style. The mechanics and action in every Alex Kidd title seems to change drastically, which makes Alex Kidd in Shinobi World such a genius move, because it's basically Sega realising, oh, Alex Kidd can just be anything, why not have him cross over into different franchises? However, this was not always the case, as the game originally started as a super deformed take on the Shinobi franchise that was aiming to parody other games in the process. The original first boss of the game was supposed to be a parody of the Shinobi boss Keno, but now transformed into an obvious pastiche of Super Mario called Mario. You can see why this was changed in the final release, because I'm sure Nintendo's lawyers would have quickly come a knockin'. It's a fun idea either way, and a clever nod to the original boss's fire attack that is very much like the Fire Flower power-up from Super Mario Bros. So with the game's development now shifting to a combination of Alex Kidd and Shinobi, a new story unfolds where Alex and his new girlfriend are visiting Shinobi World when the dark ninja Hanzo kidnaps Alex's girlfriend. Feeling hopeless and scared, Alex is visited by the ghost of an ancient warrior who originally defeated Hanzo thousands of years ago. Alex then fuses with the warrior to become a shinobi-like version of himself that can now wield a sword and other weapons to take down Hanzo and his minions and rescue his girlfriend. The stages very much follow the action style of the original Shinobi game, but without the high and low platform switching and hostage freeing. This is more of a traditional platformer like Alex Kidd The Lost Stars or Miracle World, but with much tighter character control, making it a real joy to play. As with most Alex Kidd games, you actually need to attack enemies and not jump on them, and Alex now has the use of a sword to keep things feeling extra shinobi-like. A new ability has also been added. Alex can now grab onto poles and swing himself around them at great speed. When you release Alex, he'll blast off like a fireball, which can be used to smash through enemies, certain blocks, and also reach new areas that were previously out of reach. It's a really enjoyable mechanic that the game uses with remarkable restraint, which makes finding them feel even more special. You can also wall jump to gain greater height. Occasionally, Alex will find power-ups hidden in chests that need to be broken open. These range from extra health, extra lives, and a devastating spear that adds a projectile attack to Alex's arsenal and is extremely useful in boss fights. There's just so much fun and creativity in Alex Kidd in Shinobi World, and it utilises certain elements from both franchises to create something that actually feels quite unique. It's really surprising that this game basically marked the end of the franchise for such a long time, because as many others have said, it could have served for a great beginning for a whole series of Alex Kidd crossover titles. We could have had Alex Kidd in Sonic World, or something more Master System-y like Alex Kidd in Ghost House, or Alex Kidd in Robert Dias, or Alex Kidd in bloody Ease, mate. The possibilities are endless! Oh well, a man can dream. Either way, I'd highly recommend Alex Kidd in Shinobi World, and I think it's probably my favourite game in the series. I know Miracle World has its fans, but I find its momentum really difficult to manage, and some of the late game puzzles are really obtuse. If you want an Alex Kidd game that is easy to pick up and play, but seriously rewarding once you learn all the different abilities you have access to, then Alex Kidd in Shinobi World is the one you want. It's not just good for a retro game, it's still an enjoyable play even today.